The Evolution of Cinema, a Historical Perspective. Cinema, as a medium of art and entertainment, has undergone a remarkable transformation since its inception in the late 19th century. From simple, silent short films to immersive, technologically advanced storytelling, cinema has not only mirrored societal changes but also influenced culture, politics, and ideologies worldwide. This essay explores the journey of cinema from its rudimentary beginnings to its current state as a global phenomenon. 1. The birth of cinema. The development of cinema can be traced back to the late 19th century when inventors and pioneers sought ways to capture and project moving images. This era was characterized by technological experimentation and the birth of the moving picture. One of the earliest significant milestones was the invention of the kinetoscope by Thomas Edison and his assistant William Kennedy Laurie Dixon in 1891. The kinetoscope allowed a single viewer to watch moving images through a peephole. Around the same time, the Lumiere brothers in France developed the cinematograph in 1895, a lightweight camera capable of projecting films onto a screen, enabling group viewings. Their screening of workers leaving the Lumiere factory is often cited as the first true motion picture. This period also witnessed the creation of short silent films, often no more than a few minutes long, depicting everyday activities, comic sketches, or short narratives. Directors like Georges Méliès expanded the boundaries of storytelling, using special effects and imaginative narratives in films like A Trip to the Moon, 1902. The Silent Era, 1900 to 1927. The silent film era marked the first significant phase in cinema history. Despite the absence of synchronized sound, filmmakers developed sophisticated techniques to convey stories, emotions, and atmosphere. Visual storytelling became the cornerstone of silent films, relying on exaggerated acting, intertitles, and innovative cinematography. Key developments. Feature films. The silent era saw the rise of feature-length films, such as D.W. Griffith's The Birth of a Nation, 1915. Although controversial for its racist undertones, the film demonstrated the potential of cinema to deliver epic narratives and advanced editing techniques, including cross-cutting and close-ups. German Expressionism. Films like The Cabinet of Dr. Caligari, 1920, and Metropolis, 1927, showcased the use of surreal, exaggerated sets and dramatic lighting to reflect psychological themes. Charlie Chaplin and silent comedy. Comedy emerged as a dominant genre, with figures like Charlie Chaplin, Buster Keaton, and Harold Lloyd captivating audiences worldwide with their physical humor and poignant storytelling. The global reach of silent films established cinema as a universal language, transcending linguistic barriers and appealing to audiences worldwide. The Advent of Sound, 1927 to 1939. The introduction of synchronized sound revolutionized cinema. The transition was initiated by Warner Bros. The Jazz Singer, 1927, a talkie that combines silent sequences with synchronized dialogue and music. This breakthrough not only transformed filmmaking techniques but also influenced narrative structures, acting styles, and audience expectations. Challenges and innovations. Filmmakers faced technical challenges in incorporating sound. Early sound equipment was bulky, limiting camera movement and necessitating soundproof booths for actors. Dialogue-based storytelling replaced exaggerated physical performances, leading to a more naturalistic style of acting. Genres in the sound era. Musicals, films like 42nd Street, 1933, and The Wizard of Oz, 1939, utilized sound to create dazzling song and dance sequences. Gangster films and film noir. The 1930s saw the rise of crime dramas such as Scarface, 1932, and The Maltese Falcon, 1941, characterized by morally complex characters and dark, atmospheric cinematography. The sound era solidified Hollywood's dominance, with studios like MGM, Paramount, and Warner Bros. Producing a steady stream of films, creating a golden age of Hollywood. 4. The Golden Age of Hollywood, 1940s to 1950s. The 1940s and 1950s marked a period of unparalleled creativity and commercial success for cinema, especially in the United States. This era was characterized by the studio system, which controlled every aspect of film production, distribution, and exhibition. The studio system. Studios operated as powerful entities, employing actors, directors, and writers on long-term contracts. This system fostered a highly efficient production pipeline, but often stifled artistic freedom. Iconic genres: film noir. Post-war anxieties found expression in film noir, a genre featuring morally ambiguous characters, shadowy visuals, and themes of betrayal. Films like Double Indemnity, 1944, and Sunset Boulevard, 1950, exemplified the genre. Westerns. Westerns, such as Stagecoach, 1939, and Shane, 1953, mythologized the American frontier, exploring themes of heroism, justice, and individualism. Epics and historical dramas. Lavish productions like Gone with the Wind, 1939, and Ben-Hur, 1959, demonstrated the grandeur of historical storytelling. 5. Post-war cinema and the rise of international movements, 1940s to 1960s. The aftermath of World War II brought about significant changes in global cinema, with national film industries gaining prominence and challenging Hollywood's dominance. Italian neorealism. In the late 1940s, Italian filmmakers like Roberto Rossellini, Rome, Open City, 1945, and Vittorio De Sica, Bicycle Thieves, 1948, pioneered neorealism. This movement focused on the struggles of ordinary people, using non-professional actors and on-location shooting to achieve a sense of authenticity. French New Wave. The late 1950s witnessed the emergence of the French New Wave, spearheaded by directors like François Truffaut, The 400 Blows, 1959, and Jean-Luc Godard, Breathless, 1960. This movement rejected traditional filmmaking conventions, experimenting with narrative structure, editing, and visual style. Japanese cinema. Directors like Akira Kurosawa, Rashomon, 1950, and Yasujiro Ozu, Tokyo Story, 1953, introduced global audiences to Japanese cinema, characterized by its humanistic themes and meticulous craftsmanship. 6. The New Hollywood Era, 1960s to 1980s. The 1960s marked the decline of the studio system and the rise of a new generation of filmmakers who pushed creative boundaries. Key developments. The weakening of the production code allowed filmmakers to tackle controversial themes, including violence, sexuality, and countercultural ideals. Independent filmmakers gained prominence, with directors like Martin Scorsese, Taxi Driver, 1976, Francis Ford Coppola, The Godfather, 1972, and Steven Spielberg, Jaws, 1975, creating some of the most iconic films of the era. Technological advances. Widescreen formats and improved sound systems enhanced the cinematic experience. The introduction of special effects, as seen in Star Wars, 1977, opened new possibilities for storytelling. 7. The blockbuster era, 1980s to 1990s. The late 20th century witnessed the emergence of the blockbuster phenomenon, driven by high-budget productions and aggressive marketing. Characteristics of blockbusters: emphasis on action, spectacle, and visual effects, global marketing campaigns, and merchandising tie-ins. Franchises such as Indiana Jones, Jurassic Park, and The Lord of the Rings dominated box offices. The rise of digital technology. The 1990s saw the advent of CGI, computer-generated imagery, revolutionizing visual storytelling. Films like Jurassic Park, 1993, and Toy Story, 1995, showcased the potential of digital effects and animation. 8. The digital age and contemporary cinema, 2000s present. The 21st century has been defined by rapid technological advancements and globalization, reshaping the landscape of cinema. Technological innovations. Digital filmmaking. The shift from celluloid to digital cameras made filmmaking more accessible and cost-effective. Streaming platforms. Services like Netflix, Amazon Prime, and Disney Plus revolutionized film distribution, enabling audiences to access content on demand. Virtual reality and immersive experiences. VR and 3D technologies have expanded the possibilities of immersive storytelling. Globalization and diversity. Cinema has become increasingly global, with films from countries like South Korea, Parasite, 2019, and India, RR, 2022, gaining international acclaim. Representation and diversity in storytelling have become central themes, addressing issues of gender, race, and identity. Challenges and opportunities. The COVID-19 pandemic accelerated the shift to digital platforms, raising questions about the future of theatrical releases. The rise of artificial intelligence and virtual production techniques promises to further transform the industry. 9. The future of cinema. As cinema continues to evolve, its future lies at the intersection of technology, storytelling, and audience engagement. Emerging trends, such as AI generated content, personalized narratives, and interactive storytelling, are poised to redefine the medium. Despite challenges like declining theater attendance and competition from other forms of entertainment, cinema's ability to captivate, educate, and inspire remains undiminished. Conclusion. The development of cinema is a testament to human creativity and technological innovation. From its humble beginnings as a novelty to its current status as a global art form, cinema has continually adapted to reflect and shape the world around it. As we look to the future, the power of cinema to tell stories, evoke emotions, and foster understanding ensures its enduring relevance in an ever-changing cultural landscape. This essay captures the historical trajectory of cinema while highlighting its technological, cultural, and artistic milestones. Let me know if you'd like further customization.